Hello guys, and today I want to give you a quick overview of my tier list for the game. So this, it's going to be really my opinion and my take on the game, and it's going to be based on all personal stuff. I won't base this on tournaments. I won't base it on, other people ideas. And the only reason is that, I didn't really have the time to cast in the tournaments and see how the other people play the game with other, their take on the cards and stuff like that. So I can only give you this tier list based on my opinion and my view of the game. So like, it's for sure there's gonna be a lot of people who will disagree and a lot of people who will put some cards in other, but I thought it would have been a fun thing to do, since it was a lot of time when the last time I did one of the tier lists was a while ago. So I want to do this update, and also with the new patch that will be coming with the structures, I don't think that will change much the meta. I mean, just that these structures. So this tier list is going to be pretty good for a while. So we were supposed to have patch today, but it got delayed to next week. So unfortunately, let's hope that we'll get it there. So let's start with the pantheons, right? And let's see what I think are the best pantheons right now. So I know a lot of people think Nuwa is the best, Pwash after, and then there's all the other ones, right? I think I can agree with that, honestly. Uh, is Nuwa really the best? The nerf are not yet there, but there's some nerf that we're gonna have to consider, like Zhonghui. So, let's put Nuwa. Where do I see Nuwa, right? So for those who don't know, S plus is like one of the best cards in the game. S is a really good card. A plus is a good card. A is a normal card. B is a slightly worse than a normal card. C is a bad card, and D is the card you never want to play. And then we have unranked for the cards who are bugged or the new cards. So, man, Nuwa, it's really tough to decide. Okay, let's see. I think honestly, like the leader ability is really powerful. I'm gonna put it in S. In S. Then we'll have probably a Pwash here with Odin right here, and I think that the Bellona, Zeus are a balanced state right now. Upwash and Odin, like, they're just a little bit better. I think I could put them in A also. But it's a little bit easier to see where we put them. And the heal on Ra is just a heal on Ra, man. Just it's just bad. Literally, it's just bad. Synergy in the Pantheon needs heal, and he cannot heal. While all the other ones, if they have something, a unit like Zeus, he has a god, he can boost it, right? And you decide if you want to put god or not in your deck. Ra, you have a full, Ra will be good if your unit can spawn and they're already damaged, right? That will make Ra good. If they have something that synergizes with healing and they spawn damage unit and then they can heal it, that will be good. Yeah, so maybe that's what Ra needs in the future, right? Units that are damaged when they spawn. I don't know, but right now Ra is like, I'm talking purely about the leaders, right? If we're talking about the leaders, a Pwash is a little bit different than Odin because you can put it anywhere on the map, and Bellona gives you really good versatility. Zeus can make like an Apollo snowball, and Nuwa just has, removal on demand, which is really powerful. Especially with the Chang'e now, it's really powerful. Now, Crescent Blade, okay, so here's the thing. I'm just going to evaluate the card itself and not coming from Nuwa's ability, right? So the card itself is a bad card. And why? Because Manifold Blade exists, right? Let me just, because Manifold Blade exists here, it's going to be easier for you. Because I won't be hiding the cards. So yeah, Jade Mood, like, you never never ever want to see that like in a game, unless it's arena, and like why will your opponent pick a Jade Mon? It's really because they didn't have any other choice. Manifold Blade is hmm, it's a good card, honestly. It's a good card when paired with beasts. 1 mana can deal like damage to the stone. It's a little bit better than the average card, honestly, in my opinion. So, Silence. No, there is Chaos Spawn right now, which makes Silence a little bit worse than the average card. Is it a bad card though? It's yeah, it's a little bit worse, but just because Chaos Spawn exists, it's a bad card. You cannot put it like as a little bit worse. It's just way worse than Chaos Spawn. Contemplation now. This card's really to give synergy to the Pantheon, and honestly, it combos so well with Guan Yu and the other archers that I'm gonna put like it could go to trash tier, but the synergy really makes this card shine. Like if you're putting contemplation, it's because you have Guan Yu, it's because you're playing control, and it's because you want the spells. So gotta put it here. A little bit worse than the average card. I mean, of course, the card itself is garbage, but you never will play the card itself. Unless you like no cards in hand and you're top decking, in which you lost already the control game, in which it doesn't matter what you could have top decked because most of the time you would have been screwed. Celestial Guard, yeah, that is really bad. That is really, really bad. Give a friendly unit, immune spells, yeah. Transfusion. Now, Transfusion, that's a really interesting card. Because with the nerf to Chang'e, of course, or no, the change to Chang'e, should I say, Transfusion got nerfed. And then we have, White Tiger, is really early game. There's a lot more early removal, so the White Tiger is not snowball as easy as before. So I think that Transfusion right now is just a little bit worse. Like you can play it on your enemy units, but still, it's not really good. Rushing Thunder. With the meta right now, Rushing Thunder is such a strong card versus Mayan versus. It's just one of the best card right now to counter Odin, to counter Apuash. It's just so good. Siphon Mine, if you're playing aggressive, honestly, it's an okay, right? You combo with a really aggressive deck that synergizes with spell, and Siphon's Mine is everything that you want. You draw a card, you deal damage, and you get a spell. It's a really good card. I think it's way, way cool, balance. I love that card. Pummel. Now, Pummel, 2 mana to stun an enemy and deal 1 damage. Now, how good is that, right? It's definitely not a trash card. It's way better than these cards. So, it's not, it's not slightly worse, right? Not slightly worse. But, I'm not sure it's weird. But yeah. Yeah, definitely going into C. Yeah. Good. I will rather play Transfusion than Pummel though. We're getting a big review at the end. So Calamity, you stun. Oh yeah, that's definitely bad though. That's definitely not good. Recall is just a little bit worse than the average, right? You just need a little bit more and the card will be balanced. I think right now it's just a little bit weird for what it offers, and the meta is so fast, it's just not that good. Emperor's Prize, that's a really weird card because like the game is so much if you have a big lead on board, the card will be good. If you don't, well, the card will be useless. And there's not anymore like where you have a bunch of units on each side. It happens sometimes, but then you're gonna overdraw with Emperor's Prize, in which case you don't want to play it. So I think right now it's I will put it in balance cards, but right now in this meta, it's kind of a slightly worse than average card. Projection now. Projection's really good. It's a little bit better than the average, would I say. As a removal, prime removal for Chinese, combo it with one of your high attack like Ao Kuang or Sun Wukong, anything like that. Really shines with them, and it's like the hard removal of the Chinese Pantheon. Now, Arcane Conduit, there you go. Arcane Conduit, I think it's a balance card. it really shines when your opponent just tries to rush you down. But if you lose the whole board, well, you lose the whole board, so it's a little bit hard, especially if they have range unit, you know. But still, it's a good card in sometimes. So definitely think it's balanced. Now evolve RNG card, you definitely have more favorable options than bad option with evolve. So it's not a. I mean, you don't put it where you want. So yeah, I can't give it slightly worse than the average. Um, but it's like there. If I compare it to the card, it's right over there. Now Dragon King, of course, super good card. Costs more than before. Before it was 5 mana, but still, it will be in most of the competitive decks. Like you can just read it here. Um, but I think that because of the meta, that like I'm gonna put in S plus just because you can finish the game with it. And if you have an Ao Kuang, well, you deal 8 damage, so that's way too good. Now, where are we after? We're going to spells in Egyptian. Now, Hand of the Gods, Fist of the Gods, should I say? Because Hand of the Gods is the name of the game. Dying Wish, Emperor's Health, and Sacrifice, right? Celestial Armor. You just want to be sure. Oh, Solar Sanctum. Right? Okay, so all of these cards, were always really bad and the trash card. All of them. Dying Wish could have been raised maybe to C, but these cards are really, really bad right now. Sunder, I think it's a balanced card. Losing a card to deal 2 damage is, not that great. I found more than often, that I'm gonna re-roll Sunder, try to playing on curve instead, which make the card, not that great if you don't want to keep it, because you want something better, because you want to challenge the board, you want to have board pressure. So yeah. Meditation. Now, meditation is heal 12 friendlies in a 3x3, but then, there was a bug where you couldn't heal the summoning stone. I don't think they got it fixed. Maybe they got it fixed. I'm gonna assume they didn't got it fixed, so I'm gonna put it in C. It's not as bad as the others, but still. Scarab Blessing, honestly, I think it's just a little bit worse than the average card. Now that we have Isis that does it for everybody. But still, you can have some really cool combos with the Tomb Warden and stuff. Sorry. Now Cataclysm. No, Fist of the Gods is a trash card, but Cataclysm, I mean, your opponent has to, it says in a target, but it's actually a 2x2. Your opponent has to play badly, so I'm gonna put it like in here because the only factor why this card will be useful is because your opponent didn't plan into it that the Egyptians were playing a Cataclysm, and you have to have a board, which is hard with Egyptians to do right now. Makes the card really bad because you have to have a board to trade into stun targets to have the free kill. So yeah, Magnum Slam though, Magnum Slam always going to be a really powerful card. It's going to be straight to S. You can deal damage to the enemy summoning stone. You can get a removal, everything. Just 3 damage, 3 mana. It's a bit weaker than before, but still really, really, really good card. Like, you're gonna see it in a lot of decks. Now, Appeasement is, again, not a trash card, but it's not that of a great card also. Ward, I will say Ward is 3 mana to draw 2 cards. If you're playing control deck, you don't want to draw too much because 25 cards goes fast in the game right now. So I'm gonna put it just in B, but I can definitely put it in A with the balance card. I don't think that card should have a buff or anything. So yeah, probably balance right now. It will always be balanced in any card game. There's always 3 mana to draw 2 cards. Giving that in our game we start at 2 mana, but still. Now, Recruiter, honestly, whine a lot about this card, but at 4 mana, I think it's exactly on spot where it should be, and it's random. Where you place it. Focus Blast. I think Focus Blast, it's a little upgrade to the Magnum Slam, but most of the time the healing will not be an issue. Like you don't really play it for the heal, and one mana can mean a lot. So I'm gonna put it right here in the A plus because it's definitely a good card, a little bit better than cards. Now Last Breath, I think it's good. It has its ups and its downs. Execute will always be a really powerful card. I mean, it got nerfed in the cost, but still, like, it's a really powerful card. Book of Thought. Now, Book of Thought got a price nerf, but now you can see what he picks, which makes it, in my opinion, a balanced card right now. Ritual Tribute's gonna see a buff though, but right now I think it's kind of in the B spot, where if you played so big with stats, Sarkats, and you revive them, that's not really great. But if you revive an Ether and an Anubis, then you're like, whoa, that was pretty good. So the Ritual Tribute now dropping in cost will probably bump into S or A plus, depending on the meta. But right now it's in B. And Annihilation, straight up, one of the best cards in the game right now. Sorry if I was hiding it there. I was not sure. And Book of the Dead. Now, Book of the Dead, honestly, it's not that great of a card right now. Unfortunately, I'm just gonna put it A plus. It's definitely a little bit better than Balance because you can revive a lot of stuff. But then if you revive only weak gods and not in the spot you want, it's not gonna be that great. Now, going into the Greek. Now, Greek also have their own spells. They still afford that. Yeah, that's really really bad. I mean, you can play teleport in some combo decks, but I gotta give it that teleport's not as bad as the others with this one. Now, this and this. Wow, there's so many. There is so many. Let me see. This one also. Shell. Yeah, man, that's like almost half of the cards. Literally going into trash tier. Like that, they will rework that because it's just really bad right now. Okay, so going with Weakening Curse and Teleport, they're definitely a little bit better, but they're still bad. They're not trash, but still. Diamond Intervention is a good early game card, but the meta is early, so you can get punished if you drop a 3-drop after. So yeah, Diamond Intervention definitely here. Judgment though, Judgment's such a strong card. Like you'll always see Judgment so powerful. 2 mana deal 4 if you have gods. Really, really one of the best cards out there. Even beats the Magma Slam in some conditions. So yeah. Sentry Ward, that's always a fun card. So I put it in A. But now Touch of Midas, honestly, it was an A with Sentry Ward Diamond Invention. But now it really drops to B because your opponents see now what you get. Now Stone of Gaia, there's a lot of silence right now in the game, so I have to put it in C, but most of the time could have been a little bit higher. Deadbringer, just your base attack on the Pantheon is really weak unless you put it on Annual or Arachne. That's the highest attack you'll get in the Pantheon, so yeah. And neutral, maybe with new units, but not that much. Like 6 Chieftain, I think, is one of the higher with the Fury. Yeah, we don't really have 7 attacks right now. I mean, neutral or Greek. Unless, I don't think we have. No. Base attack, I need to say, because that brings your boost your base attack. Now, Sanctuary, you can chill your stone, you can chill a unit. It's not D, but it's definitely in C. And Beacon of Hope, we'll have to go with here, Evolve. You can get some really cool, like, Medusa or stuff like that. Deicide is, it's a really strong card. It costs less than Execute, but there's some decks right now run a lot of minions, and Deicide against minions is not really great. So I would put it in S, but I run against. Sometimes I'm just stuck with 2 Deicides and a Phantom Grass in my hand, and it's like, wow, what do I do? My opponent's just playing minions. I have these dead cards in hand. So same thing with Phantom Grass. Phantom Grass, it costs your whole turn most of the time. So I'm gonna put it with Deicide. Sometimes I prefer to play a Deicide and play something else than to play a Phantom Grass. So yeah, now Diamond Vengeance is a good whiteboard. Honestly, it wipes your own unit though. But if you play my, like my only gods, With Fire Giant, Diving Vengeance will not kill your whole army, so that could be really good. So yeah, but in that situation, but like play out in arena, that's a little bit weird because most of the time you're gonna kill your own stuff unless you get really lucky. So yeah, and Ascension, just a little bit worse than the average. It's a good card also, but you want to use it for the war cries that you can pop out like the Ares and the Athena. The problem right now is that it's hard to combo Ascension with something. Annual 80s Arachne are the best thing you can combo it because they cost 5 and you have 5 for the Ascension. But they don't impact. They're not the biggest threat ever. So yeah. Going for Mayan spells now. We're gonna have Ritual Strike. Um, okay, and that's really interesting because with Mayan sometimes you only just need 1 extra damage. So I think that card's actually like balanced. I really enjoy it. And you killed their unit. You put a zombie. You can also hit this enemy summoning stone. I won a game with that 1 damage I needed, and I got a Ritual Strike. Finish him with that. That's awesome. So yeah, definitely going in there. Blood Right. So the damage spell again 1 for each damage unit. Okay, this is straight up bad. It is so hard to have something that sticks on board. All your zombies are 1/1, so they won't be damaged and stuff like that. Wheelix has 1 HP. You name it. Like Kabrakan is like almost the only one who can get damaged. So yeah, maybe Hoon Bats, and I feel like you Sun with Shivalanke, and then your whole army survive because you had 4/4 zombies. Then the Blood Right will be good, but then it's so situational at the same time. I'm just gonna put it as a bad card. Lingering Dead. Okay, deploy 2 1/1 zombies, but that goes so well with Defile Bounty and with Barter Soul. And was it something else? Yeah, I think there was. Unholy Offering, right? There's just having zombies for 1 mana, 2 zombies for 1 mana opens up a lot of options in the deck. So I'm gonna put this card as a balance card, just because you have to put it around your summoning stone, which is not ideal. So this is probably why. Unholy Offering, it only targets a god, which makes it a little bit worse than the normal god cards, but still something that's keep in mind that this can trigger Sever also, so it's like kind of cool if you need to kill 2 units. But yeah, then if you need more damage because the god had 4 health, you can go with a Ritual Strike. Yeah. Anguish is a cool card. I think it's really shines. It can go into balance. Defile Bounty also wanting to go here. It's 2 mana. It's like the Ward, but you have to have 2 zombies. But most of the time, it's really easy to do. So yeah, Dead from Above is gonna receive a buff, but right now it's a little bit worse than the average card being here when his Rushing Thunder is like way up there. Now, where was I? Nope, not here. Here, Corp Explosion. Okay, this is straight up a bad card. Why would you kill your zombies when you want zombies to draw a card to buff them or to like sacrifice them? Right? That kills all the zombies to deal 1 damage. It's like, why will I do that? Going directly to trash tier. Yeah, I just don't see why. Barter Soul. Okay, this card goes infinite. Is really really good. You can pick up legendary cards again with that. Straight up goes to S. Like if you're not playing, even if you're not playing zombies, like your leader ability is gonna give you 1. So for 4 mana, you can literally play that. It's just really powerful. And if you only put good stuff in your deck, you will only have good stuff. So Blood Bond. Also, it's RNG, but man, this card, if your opponent has 1 stuff and you have a bunch of zombies, will probably kill 1 of your zombies. He's gonna kill his unit. He's gonna give 2 zombies. It's really amazing. Not always, but it's a little bit better than the balance card, I should say. Now, Empower Dead. There's no point into playing 2 times this card, which it's make a little bit worse than it is. But still, it's a good card. Honestly, it's not. It's a little bit more powerful than balance card. That's like, is this card the same power level as this? No, it goes there. Is it like same power level as this? No, then it stays here. Right? That's my thinking right there. So Sever. Let this. Okay, Sever. Sever. Now I don't like the card. Right? So many times I try to have a unit die, but just can't kill one of your zombies because they don't walk enough, or they just it's hard to kill your stuff in order to trigger a server, which make it a bit worse than the average card. It's just it's really 4 damage to deal 3, and you're like you can have a Magnum Slam for less. But then if one of your units die, you deal 5. But like I said, it's just like Raise the Grave. Now, Raise the Grave is just the golden stuff. Like, the card is so good. It's amazing. 3 zombies on on their summoning stone. Bam! You just deal 12 damage. You have 2 of them in your hand because you just played like a Defile Bounty, and the other one like anywhere 10 mana. Bam! Like we're gonna deal what? 9 more, 21 damage. That's just insanely good. DK is just really, really better execute. Or not better, because sometimes you want to spot, but then your zombie blocks you and you're like mad because you couldn't attack the stone because like you needed that spot. But still, really good, really good. The Blight is just different annihilation, is just really, really powerful. You can Blight Raise the Grave. That is just mind blowing as a combo itself. Going into Norse. Now, the guys I really didn't like the card. But man, in my rush deck, it just feels so powerful. But yeah, I think it's just going to go into balance. No, it's a little bit worse than the average if you really think about it, because then you could pop the one curse warrior with your warrior you want, or you could give you a curse archer. It's still 0 though, so yeah, it's kind of powerful, but it's kind of weak also if you top deck that. So yeah, Backstab, just a bad card. But if you really want to rush it, that works. Mayhem. Mayhem, it's just slightly worse than the average. Even with the meta that was like kind of rushy, now the meta is much more mid-range kind of control. It's still really, really rush if you can do it. But then if your opponent plays Double Blade Master Fire Giant, you cannot win, right? Valhalla's Blessing. Valhalla's Blessing, I think it's just in an okay spot. Valhalla Sorcery, same thing. This card really goes well, One is bad, the other one is bad also, so kind of goes together. Warrior Sigil and Hunter Sigil, right? These cards are really good. They're okay. Love them. Pardon, it's really one of these trash cards. Charge is Charge is kind of with the Pantheon right now. Charge in the Pantheon is like slightly worse than the average. Just not much target. You want to charge kind of. Anzus and Faith, and yeah, Anzus and Faith. Anzus and Faith. Faith. Now, Anzus is a little bit better than the average card because you have a lot of flexibility, but Faith, and that's annoying here. There you go. Faith goes there. Balance card. And there's my. Well, it's a weird one, but it's kind of a little bit weak, honestly. Crippling Curse, still really, really powerful. Some decks will not play it, but still, like, just don't. You have they play an Ares. You Crippling Curse them for 2 mana. For 2 more mana, you do 1/1, and you charge, kill the Ares. Oh my god, that fixes so many problems sometimes. Hasten Fatalis. Right now, if Loki's good, Hasten Fatalis is good. If not, he's not going to be good. So, this makes what? A little bit weaker than the average. Banish. Where's my Cataclysm? Where's my Cataclysm? There. It's like basically the same card, but it costs more. So, trash card. And you can not even make the trade, right? So, yeah. Given that if they have passive abilities, Banish is a little bit better, but then. Wind Demon. Wind Demon should cost less. Like 2 mana probably to do that. I don't know. So probably should go into a little bit worse than the average card, but sometimes if you buff an Archer or Scotty, it's just really good. Siege. If you go for a phase, Siege is good. And you know that one of my decks I play it as, super late game card at 3 mana. So yeah, I think it's really better than the average. Yeah, because it's permanent. So yeah, it's kind of powerful. if played well. Enrage, enrage, enrage. Why will you enrage? 5 monarch for 4/4? That dies anyways. If you combine it with leader ability, it's not like a bad card. Wait, these are all better than an enrage. Let's put it in the trash card. Gift of Money. Gift of Money with the nerf goes straight up into here. I think it really has its place there. Into a balance card. Course. You know, it's hard to do it, but it's not that good. Like, it's just not that good. You want to attack as Norse. You don't want help, but sometimes help makes you survive to a Rushing Thunder. In that case, which is really, really good, but in the other case, they still play a team, they wipe your board still. Or stuff like that. Like, most removals, mass removal will work. Frenzy, again, only for one turn, which is making not that good. And Web of Words, since they can know what you picked, it's gonna have a bad card now. Still has +2 still, but playing Norse, you're not playing for that late game. Right, Freya ability, leader ability. Freya leader ability is not anymore a thing. So Blink, I don't know how long we're doing into this tier list, but I'm gonna try and rush it up a little bit more. No, Blink, Discord, Discord's not that bad. Pin, Bulwark, March, Armaments, Construct, Promote, Halt, Bolster, right? All of these, man, that's a lot of cards. They're all going to trash. Just bad. Real bad. Now, what's left? Discord, that, really goes with Tenacity. Still a bad card, but not at the trash that they are. Demoralize, I think it's a little bit weaker than the average card, but still good. You can get some decent trade, win time if you're playing control. Same thing with Tenacity. Silence being a thing makes it a little bit weird also. Shackles, I think it's a balance card right now. I could maybe go to 3 though, but it's still fun where it is. Bombard is a little bit weak if it would cost less, right? Did they change it? I think it costs 2. Yeah, I think it costs 2. But still, sometimes just 3 units, it's hard in the meta right now. Rain of Arrows, though, that's just such a powerful card. It's just such a powerful card. And I put it here, but whiteboards right now are so important. Rain of Arrows is just the thing, right? It will always be good. Always be good, like, unless it gets changed. Sprint, just goes with, where's the Fatalis here? Oh, sorry for that. Let me actually mute this. There you go. So Fatalis was here, right? Yeah. Just same power level. Battle Rage. Now you cannot target the Summoning Stone anymore, right? I think they fixed that. They changed it. I'm not so sure about the wording here, but maybe Yukai didn't update it. But yeah, it's a little bit weaker than expected most of the time. Can be, yeah, it's definitely a bad card since you can't do that anymore. Enlist, I think it's a fine card. Give you a body and a removal. Outmaneuvered, cost still a lot in my opinion. Maybe you could have dropped it down. Just gonna go into B. Bludgeon is a good card. I even more than a good card. You can blink stuff to play with your bludgeon. That's 7 mana. Really, really powerful. Same thing with Dishonorable. These cards are really, really powerful in Barcelona right now. Now, get into the minion stuff. Now, Hive, Far Imp, Basilisk, Aldir. What's here? Disabled in game. Oh yeah, the tower attack. Oh yeah, that's a tower. Okay. doesn't exist anymore. But yeah, these are just trash. Now let's go up here. Mercenary. It's a legendary. Um, Playing in Rush is really good, but other than that, it's not that powerful. I think it's just a fine card, right? You see a mercenary, you don't really shake or anything. Sign of Doom. I think it's also a good card. Hyena is actually a little bit better than I thought, and when you're playing Beast, Hyena can be really painful to deal with. But is it better than? Nah, it's still gonna be like just better in my opinion, but still not that good, right? You just have to be a little bit careful about it. Marksman is a little worse than the average card right now. Imperial Soldier also, just because they have 2 health. Um, White Tiger is actually good. Balance card here with the Hyena. That just doesn't exist right now. Thracian, I think, is a fine card. Really cool with a Soldier if you played one back to the other. Here's the Soldier. Let me put it in balance also. Argus, a little bit weaker. I don't know why I picked these. Where the B here. Now, Infernal Cannon. Whipple one is good. Other than that, it's not really good, which makes it a bad card. Even Lion, in my opinion, even Lion is kind of good. It's kind of balanced card. The ropes, a little bit weak, especially if it gets skills or if it cannot attack anything except the stone. Sanchez is also not great. Venator is also bad. Play Soldier is trash right now. Real Archer is a balanced card right now. Yeah, especially with the loss on attack. Pearl Guard also balanced. No, Brontes though a little bit weaker. So is the Doom Speaker. This is a B tier, right? Yeah, it's a B tier. Chaos Spawn right now. I think it's a little bit better than the average. Just the silence and the body is really powerful. Decrepit Bowman's definitely a bad card now with all the nerf, not all the nerf, but with the nerf that they did to him. Sparta Warrior is also a bad card, right? Yeah, it's not a C. It's a bad. It's definitely a bad card. Other RP also. Sacred Warrior. I think it's bad. It's not good, man. Like, come on. Zyvan Scout actually is a balance card. They fix, himself bopping a zombie. Gallus is trash. That doesn't even be there. Gladiator is trash. 4 mana 4 is really not that good. Sagittarius, I think it's balanced now. Or Uguay is. No, Uguay is a little bit worse than the average card. The 4 mana for 4 that gets buffed, but Stone Guardian is actually in a good spot now. Doom Warden still a bit weak. You can go with some revival stuff, so you get multiple 6/5, but the buff didn't matter that much. Barthen is a bad card. Chao Feng. Right now, Chao Feng at 3/3, I think in my opinion it's a balanced card, but because Immune is so powerful and it's still needs removal or answer, it's gonna go a little bit better than the average because he demands a weird type of answer to kill a Chao Feng. So Carter Behemoth is a balanced card. Again, you can die from that guy actually. Bull Demon King, a little bit worse than the average. What's that? Fangwei, definitely a bad card. Kang is, I don't know why. Like, he's a 5/5, but 5 mana 5/5 immune to range. Most of the units in the game are not range. But I like the option to have him, but Chao Feng's better than King. Dune Guardian. I mean, that's 5 mana 4/6. That's a bad stat lines. His ability. No, we're not gonna play in anything else than Ra. Suku. I think Suku is just a little bit weak, but in a beast deck, it's kind of good. Armored Behemoth, it's also a little bit worse than the normal cards. If they just use stuff to kill it, it's not as good. And the War Behemoth nerf, it's still good. Even after the nerf will be good. Namkham Warrior, 5 mana 4/4, which makes you draw a card, but it's still a little bit worse than the average. Fury. Fury is actually in B tier. It's not that bad, honestly. Baboon, I think it's balanced. Chieftain, man, that guy. If played in the prop deck, definitely a bit better than the normal cards. Now the Brute is also good here. Blade Master. It just goes in S plus with the Fire Giant. Every mid range, every control has 2 Blade Masters and 1 Fire Giant. If you don't put Blade Master, it's because you're playing a different kind of, deck. You're really trying to get combos, like in my Mayan deck, where I had to cut the Blade Master just to get more synergy with the deck. Which I could just remove 2 Lingering Soul, 2 Lingering Dead, and put 2 Blade Master. And maybe that will be better. But I just like the team of the deck that I make, and that I wasn't playing 2 Blade Master and 1 Fire Giant. So yeah. Hebois is a little bit weak right now, 1 health, it's just annoying. Houyi, I think it's in a good spot, honestly, now it's a 3-drop. Nija is just a bad card. Not even range. Chang'e just gives you really good options as Chinese. It's definitely a little bit better than the average. Now Zonkui, I think it's gonna be balanced after the nerf, or I think it's already happened actually. Quang, it's just really powerful. So is Guan Yu. And Wukong's just a really straight up really good minion. They all go into the S tier here. Sobek is actually, you always have to be careful in Sobek, but right now he's a balanced card. It's one of the best 2-drops though, if you could heal and or do stuff with that. Bassett's also there. Serketh, it's a little bit worse, but it's getting there soon. Anher's just, his stats are not the great for 4 mana, but his ability is just really useful. Capri, I think it's a little bit on the weak side. Could use more health or 1 more attack. Gab is going to be balanced. With the new buff, it's going to be a little bit better, probably. Maybe A+. Needs, again, global. It's kind of balanced. 4 health, dies to like judgment and stuff. Anubis, though. Anubis is going to be there in the S tier. Really powerful. Osiris, never really a fan of it. And still with the new one, it's going to be... The new change to Osiris is going to be C. And Isis. Now, Isis is good when you have a board, but as Egyptian, it's so hard to have a board, and if you have a board, it's because you already won the game. So, Isis is going to be a little bit worse than the average card. I can believe I'm saying that, but, that's the truth. Now, Nemesis, just such a strong card. We have Scylla. It's a little bit better than the average card, actually. So is Apollo, also. Aphrodite is kind of okay. Honestly, it's kind of in the weak side of cards. There's a lot of card there. Thanatos is also balanced, gonna be buffed like that. Kind of needed it. Poseidon also is balanced because you lose the ability. The Kraken is powerful, but sometimes it's just not what you need, or it doesn't really help that much. Arachne has actually a little bit on the weak side, but no, I think it's just that people won't play her enough. Honestly, I think it's good. I think she's in a good spot. And so is Annual, right? Annual is not that much greater than Arachne. Hades, also good spot. Medusa, also there. It's like different Hades, Athena though. Athena is definitely one on the A+. Nike, it's definitely one of the bad cards right now. We don't want that. And Ares is the right balance, I guess. If you have an army, the trade is good. But if you don't, the trade is bad. Now, Unbats, I think it's good. But Wheelix, in my opinion, she's good right now. She's going to be buffed, but she's still good. Shibalanke, that's such a strong ability, right? It's like a Rushing Thunder that costs 1 more, but gives you a body. If I'm putting Shibalanke there, I have to move the Rushing Thunder here though. Or you have the Moon, right? Just so strong, Shibalanke. The Bracken, I think, is balanced card. I thought it would have been a bit better, but the 2 attacks is really weak. Shock also in a good spot. That 2 damage is really cool. IMC is kind of a little bit weak, even with high attack. Kukulkin. Kukulkin I think is a decent spot because it's so random. So random. Kamza is actually a bit better than the average card. You can do a lot of burst damage with that on the Summoning Stone, right? Your zombies attack, you play him, and then all of your zombies like buff him and he attacks. Now Rathathosker is also one of the strongest 2-drop. It's definitely, let me see, it's not as game changing on the other ones though, but yeah. Still, Scotty is actually still a bit. Oh, Scotty's not played that much, but it's because mid range you lost a little bit of the shiny. But Scotty's still powerful, really, really powerful. So is Fenrir and Tor. I think it's good now. Um, Tor is an A, that's for sure. But now Loki is in B. You just need a little bit buff, and it's gonna be really OP. You'll see, guys. Ymir is really a strong card though. It's an A. Hell is in A now that it got nerfed. Freya's still really good. Like Freya is an S. Freya's really powerful. So is Venus. Just saying. Nox. I think the stats that Nox has makes her really balanced. Mercury also. Cupid is bad. Where's my bad cards? Here. Hercules is A. Yanis is really good. Yanis is a must kill or he takes control of the game. Vulcan is going to be an A also. Terra is really good actually. Gives you lots of control. And it's better than Ares. Yeah, it's definitely better than Ares. Sylvanas, it's balanced in this meta. If you make it survive, then it's just going to be impossible to stop him. So I believe that we did everything. Oh, that's all? That's a lot of stuff. Okay, so let's review real fast. What is in the top of the game right now? We have Blade Master Fire Giant, Dragon King Annihilation, Judgment, Raise the Grave, Blight, Crippling Curse, and Rain of Arrows. Yeah. The Rain of Arrows is probably not in the same power level as all of that, so let's just move it in here. Let's go like that real fast. New Kwang, Guan Yu, Sun Wukong, Rushing Thunder. Yeah. About Angle Slam, okay, Nemesis, Bartender, blah blah blah. Yeah, it seems like a good stuff. Fang, Manifold Blade. No. Okay, the only thing here is that Manifold Blade is probably going to go into balance cards because you have to synergize it with Beast, or else it's not really that good. But in Ice and Siege, yeah, Siege is just okay. I mean, if played in a well-timed deck. All of these are the balance card, right? This one, it's probably going a little bit better. The Baboon is a little bit better than that, guys. Like, come on. These are your average card right now. There's a kind of some legendaries there. Now the worst cards, yeah, it's honestly it just seems really good. I think in my opinion, I'm on point on analyzing my own opinion. Maybe that's not what you think, and that's totally fine, guys. But like I said, Ike is in C. Yeah, she's probably in here in B. Yeah. Okay. And these guys. Okay, Gladiator is not that bad because it still has the body. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Okay, so that is my tier list, right? And am I able to? I cannot put it full screen. Alright. Oh, it's unreadable. Okay, but yeah, you get an idea. If you want a tier list, let me just see if I can copy. That should work. And then if I paste it in something else, we have the whole tier list there. Perfect. So I'm gonna put the tier list in the description of the video, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. I don't know how long it will be, but that's my take or my point of view in the game right now. And I'm curious, right? Is there any card you would have put higher? Right? That's what I'm curious. Is there any card that you would have put into S plus or S that I forgot or I overlooked maybe, right? So write that in the comments, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, to like. By the way, we're actually over 500 subscribers, and that's amazing, right? It really went fast, and that's really helping me to keep the videos up right now, because with the internship, it's really hard. But I'm trying the best as I can to give you guys fun stuff to watch and entertaining stuff to watch. So thank you for watching. Hope that you learned a lot, and I'll see you in the next video.